Hi people, we'll see the parts of a house and then of a flat or apartment. The house in Spanish is la casa. Let's see from the outside. Let's move from the outside to the inside. We walk on the vereda. It is a sidewalk in American English, or pavement in British English. So it's in Spanish, vereda, la vereda. I'm going to put the article on its side. El pasto or el césped, both are masculine, the grass. The grass. Both gate and path, in English they are different things, but in Spanish we call this la entrada. La entrada a la casa includes both the gate and the path. You may find some steps depending on the style of the house. We call these escalones. Escalones. The singular is escalón. It's masculine, el escalón. So, los escalones, the steps. El comedor, it comes from the verb comer, that means to eat. So this is what you call the dining room. The dining room. El living, well, it's taken from English. O la sala de estar, from in which one may read a book for an hour, for example, or may sit down to watch TV. This is called el living or la sala de estar, so this is the living room. The living room. We may find a corridor surrounded by rooms. We call this el pasillo. It comes from paso, a path to somewhere else, to another room. So this is el pasillo, the corridor. El baño, what do you think this is? From the verb bañarse, to have a shower or to have a bath. The bathroom, the toilet, etc. La cocina is the kitchen. And we have 4 or 5 words for the bedroom. For the bedroom, we have many words. The most common in Argentina is la habitación. La habitación. El dormitorio, from the verb dormir, that means to sleep. The place in which we sleep. El dormitorio, la habitación. La pieza, el cuarto. And in Mexico, they say la recámara, similar to chambre. in French. No, not rechambre, recámara. In Argentina, we don't use this word, recámara, but what happens here? In Argentina, we may use all four to refer to the bedroom. The difference is, the difference has to do with with social classes. Upper class people will always say el cuarto. So this is commonly said for people that belong to the upper class. This is a fact. I'm explaining a fact. La pieza, on the other hand, on the contrary, is used by mostly used by poor people, humble people that belong to a lower class of that society. Terms to refer to the bedroom. I usually say la habitación. This is a word that I use the most, but all mean the bedroom. So, the kitchen, la cocina, el baño, the bedroom, the corridor, the garage. Well, we say el garage. We can write it like this or like this. It's okay in Spanish. In this case, we say el garaje, the same way, in the way it's written, el garaje. But very often, more often, we say el garage, like this, garage. Although in French it'd be garage, but we say garage or garage, the garage. If the house has a basement, not all houses have basements, of course, we call it el sótano. So el sótano is the basement, or der Keller auf Deutsch, the basement. El lavadero, where we have our washing machine to wash our clothes. The laundry room. The laundry room. El lavadero. Finally, let's suppose that we are in summertime and we want to go to el patio. Well, in English you may say the terrace, or the Spanish word patio, but you pronounce it patio. We say el patio. El patio. And just a few more aspects to take into account when it comes to tricky words for us Spanish speakers, not for you. La chimenea in Spanish is both the fireplace. I know it may sound weird, the fireplace and the chimney. Both, in Spanish we use the same word to mean both. La chimenea, it's feminine. And we do the same with your distinction between the roof and the inside part, the ceiling. We say el techo. We generally say el techo. We may get more strict and say that for the ceiling say el cielo raso. So el cielo raso is the inner part, is your ceiling. But in general we say el techo to mean both things. Now let's suppose that we live in a flat in British English or in a apartment in American English. This is called in Spanish el apartamento. In Argentina we never say apartamento, we say departamento. But I wrote this one first because it's the most used. Most countries use this word, apartamento. And in Argentina, departamento. What you call the flat or the apartment. Well, we have an entrance, of course. We say la entrada, as in a house. Or el hall. Well, we say hall. We say like this. Hall. It's the hall, but no one says el hall. El hall de entrada. What you call the ground floor in England, in Britain, the ground floor, or the first floor in America, in American English, is what we call la planta baja. La planta baja is this. We are going to take the lift because we want to be on a specific floor. The lift, British English, the elevator, American English, the lift or elevator. In Argentina we say el ascensor. And in most countries they say el elevador. So as you can see, they are very similar in Spanish and English. Elevador, elevator. Ascensor and lift. Ascensor comes from the verb ascender. That means to go. What you call the top floor is what we call. We have two different words. La terraza. La terraza, but it's a place, the top floor. El último piso. On this floor, there are many flats or apartments as in the other floors. El último piso. En la terraza, all the people who live in that building. Edificio is building. As in English, it comes from the same verb, build, edificar in Spanish. All the people can go to la terraza and hang their clothes, sunbathe, etc. What people have a chat, what people usually do here. And let's see. And finally, flats may have or may not have a balcony. We call this balcón. It's masculine, el balcón. And I don't know in other countries, but at least here in Argentina, some buildings, remember buildings are what we call edificios. Some buildings have a garage, a place, a huge space where people can park their cars. We call that, if it's in a building, we don't say garage. We say cochera, la cochera. It's a place where people keep their coches. Do you remember that coche is a synonym of auto or carro in Mexico? So this means car. So it comes from coche. This is a place where one can leave their car when doesn't need to use it. So these are the most important parts of a house and of a flat or apartment. That's enough for today. In the next, in subsequent videos, I'll be uploading vocabulary for the specific rooms of a house or a flat. In each video, one at a time, not all together, because it'll be a mess of vocabulary and loads of words to remember. See you in the next video. Bye bye. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you later. Bye.